Hey y'all, this is Sarah Tiana.
And this is Jon Reed.
And just so y'all know, y'all are listening to the Fried Podcast, but Jon and I recorded a lot of these episodes
out of order.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was going to happen.
We didn't know we thought there was going to be a nuclear war, and
Yeah,
I guess that we were wrong about that.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
But don't worry, because none of these are dated in any way. They're all evergreen.
They're all fun, so
They'll
it doesn't
live
matter
forever.
what order. But don't send us a bunch of tweets. They're like, hey,
Yeah.
this already happened.
But you just enjoy it. How about that?
How about that?
And thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
You know, well, I'm a chicken fried.
Yeah, he does.
Beer on a Friday night.
Who don't?
Who doesn't?
Welcome to the first ever episode of Fried.
I know.
With Sarah Tiana
That's me.
and Jon Reed. That's me.
That's you.
What is this show? Well, we're gonna figure it all out together. But basically, two southern comedians living in Southern California, making their way any way they know how.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, y'all!
Yeah, we're both Southern people, and now we live in Southern California.
Yep.
And
I feel like we could, we have to be able to go both ways. That sounds weird. To be able to
that does not
identify
sound
and
very
adapt.
Southern, going
Right.
both ways.
What's he mean by that?
What do you mean?
I don't know if I like him.
People already turned it off.
I know. But, we both have to function and live in California, even though we have this southern accent. They have to get around it.
Yep.
I get, prejudged a lot because of the way I sound out here. But then when I go home, to them, I sound different.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sound like a Yankee or
Yeah.
something.
They're like, look at that fancy smartphone.
Oh, look at who you
Ooh,
are.
I guess you're too good for a cord.
You've changed.
You ain't the
That's what I
same,
hear.
Hollywood.
Did they call you Hollywood?
I got one buddy that calls me
Oh
Hollywood.
man, I get Hollywood a lot.
And he'll see me. He'll look me straight up and down. Check out the whole outfit. Look
Which
at the
is
shoes.
so Hollywood.
Yeah, he's doing
Judging
it.
somebody by their
I think he
outfit.
actually kind of likes it, but he pretends not to. Anyway, we're going to start off. I think so far this is amazing. This is going to be easy.
So far, we should be the #1 podcast just
Should-
based on our opening.
And how can people contact us, by the way, if they want to get in touch with us? I guess just go to our social media pages.
Yeah, I think just Twitter,
Twitter's good. I'm at
Instagram.
What's your Twitter handle?
It's at Sarah Tiana, Sarah, and then Tiana. I'm
you
just
go.
kidding. Like, that's the hard part. Tia, like
That's
a tiara.
hilarious. Well, there's a Sarah without the H, too.
Yeah, I have an H. Sarah
Yeah.
with an H, Tiana with a Tiana.
Yeah. I'm Jon, no H.
Yeah, see?
Jon.
I stole your H.
You can have it. My H is not only silent, it's not even present.
Oh.
It didn't even show up.
It's like you in the 3rd grade.
That's right. Exactly right. I'm a Jonathan, actually. So with the Jonathan, I don't make people do the 3 syllables. I just go Jon. Just knock off the thun. Yeah, I'll just be Jon. JONREEP, Reep. At Twitter, that's where I'm at. Facebook, all that stuff. Anyway, we want to get started by doing like a personal question.
Yeah, we think that there's not enough people that ask personal questions anymore. People
Yeah.
always just ask the basics, who you are, where you're from, what
Right,
you do.
right.
And
And then it's like we don't want to just throw our bio at you, the listeners. It's also,
Yeah.
I feel like there'll be people checking us out who's never considered checking us out before because we're this network.
well, I don't know about you, but I get checked out. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That's definitely.
So it's a good way to, get to know us a little bit without just sitting here going like, well, I did this, I did this, I did
yeah,
this.
it's like without asking your whole life story.
Yeah.
I just want to ask little increments at a time because you and I have known each other for a long time, but we don't really know each
Correct.
other.
That's true.
So part of this podcast is us really
Getting to know each other.
Getting to know
Yeah.
each other.
Very intimate moments. You
And-
guys get to hear it.
Yeah, because we both grew up in the South, but we grew up very different.
Yes.
So I guess like the one thing I wanted to ask you, because I think that this says a lot about who you become and who you were, and I want to know what your first job was.
Oh, my first job.
Your J-O-B.
My
like your first
J.O.B..
And I mean like a working job.
Oh, this was a.
I don't mean like,
I was working at 16.
with a hand or a mouth.
No, this was a real job.
Okay.
At 15, actually, you get a work permit. And I worked at a golf course. And I would ride my bike to this golf course and then push the lawnmower around all day. I mean, it was like the best shape I ever been in. Of course, I was 15, 16. Who's not? But I would ride my bike there and then push this lawnmower uphill a lot. You know, we had to do both ways. So as soon as I said that, that's what I thought it sounded like. But it was kind of a pain in the butt. The groundskeeper guy did kind of remind me a little bit of Bill Murray from what's that movie? The movie where Bill Murray is the groundskeeper. Caddyshack. Thank you. I said Groundhog Day.
Well,
he's great in that too.
Yeah.
And there's a groundhog in Caddyshack, so that's what happened in my head.
Yeah, it does get confusing.
So it makes sense. Anyway.
Yeah.
So this dude was. This is a crazy story. He was trying to show us how to use this fairway mower. Now the fairway mowers are these gigantic mowers.
They're wider, right?
Mm-hmm. And so he was trying to show us how to use this fairway mower, and he was. He said, you got to get up against these trees, but, you know, you got to lean down because the branches are going to, you know, so just kind of lean down. And he's yelling as he's doing it because the lawnmower is so loud. And all of a sudden he comes out from under this tree and he's got a black snake on his shoulder.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And he didn't know it either.
No. Oh, so it wasn't like a pet. It was like a...
No, it fell out of the tree. And he just came out.
And the black one, those are real poisonous.
Yeah, I think so.
Like
and he's just still talking. Like, say it's not that hard, blah, blah, like that. We go, you got a black snake! He's like, what? I said, you got a black... It took him like 5 seconds to find out. And then he saw it, he just flinged that thing off his shoulder.
He did.
And he jumped off the mower, and the mower was still going by itself down the fairway. Eventually had to chase the mower back down. But that was interesting. The first time I saw somebody faint was at that job as well.
What? Wait, first of all, it's very difficult to talk to somebody when they're mowing the lawn.
Yes, you have to scream at them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's...
I always hate people try to have a conversation with me and there's a lawnmower still going. I'll look at them right in the face and go, hang on, turn it off.
Oh, you say it just
now
like that?
Proceed.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Hang on. I mouth it so they can see, hang on. But yeah,
Okay.
that was a crazy, it was the best shape I've ever been in. And making $3.35 an hour. That was minimum wage back then.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, what you said you saw somebody pass out?
Yeah. There are people who faint at the sight of blood.
Oh yeah.
Right. Just
I've heard
seeing
about
it.
that.
Yeah. So that's how I knew that Chad passed out.
Chad sounds like somebody that would definitely pass out.
His last name is Hunsucker. Do you know a Hunsucker?
No, I don't. I mean, not like the last name. I just know somebody that I would probably call that.
Yeah, right. Oh, this could be like a sweet name. He's my little Hunsucker.
He's a real Hunsucker of a man.
Okay, so it was a rainy, kind of a wet day, and the grass got caked up at the bottom of the lawnmower on the blades, and so like he flipped it over and was just sort of like raking with his hand the grass off this blade, and it just cut his hand.
Oh, okay. So it didn't start up. Oh my God.
No, he was just swiping it and he cut his hand and he looked up and he was staring at his hand and then blood just started slowly it took a minute for the blood to come out. He's just looking at it and the blood just started dripping down his hand and he just went like, he just passed out, just fell down. And I thought he was joking, so I just go, ha! Good one, Chad! You look like you really passed out. And the groundskeeper guy's like, hey, God damn it. And he came over there and tried to, revive him. But
I wonder how many people in the South die because everybody thinks they're just joking.
Yeah.
I've
often wondered that, like, even on stage, like if I do something where, maybe I pass out or, I don't know, something could happen to you on stage. Maybe you, choke on something. And people think like, he looks like he's really joking.
Or just joking.
He just choke in general.
Well, I remember at the Comedy Store one night, one of the girls that used to work the booth, she started having a seizure.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, they're calling my name to go up. I'm the first one up.
Did you see it happen?
Yes. And I'm like, oh my God. I like call them.
Were you the only one to see it at the time? Like, were other people watching her have this seizure?
Yeah, everyone was just staring. Like, somebody call, 911 or, get a spoon so that she doesn't, choke or, bite her tongue or choke on her tongue or whatever.
Right.
And, they keep calling my name, and I'm like, oh, I'm going up. And I'm trying to,
What do I do?
Yeah.
Do I do stand up or do I save a life?
Yeah.
Such a hard decision. It is weird. They're calling your name.
They're calling my name, and I just didn't also know what to say to the audience.
But also because if you go up there and she's having a seizure, she's going to be heckling you in a weird way. Yes. She's going to mess up your set.
Well, that's kind of what it did.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what to... I'm like, how do I tell jokes right now? And there's a girl having a seizure in the back, and I was all nervous and worried that... other people came over, so that's why I went on stage. I wasn't just leaving her. But she was just like hitting the chairs, and I was real nervous, and oh man.
And see someone that worked there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I know this person?
Her name was, I don't know. Her name was Sarah.
Does she always have seizures? I mean, some people just get them a lot.
Yeah, every day. Like we were just there.
That was her 11:30 seizure.
She had the 11:30.
Usually they're 10:30. We'll save this one for Sarah. What time's Sarah going on? Okay, I'm going to my schedule that seizure for Sarah's spot.
I mean, you should do it during Brody's spot.
Yeah,
he could handle it.
Oh yeah, he does better crowd work. It's what he does.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It was very, it was terrifying but also terrifying for me because I didn't know what to say once I got up there.
Well, what was should I do the same question to you? Like, what was your first job, or can I ask a different personal question?
You can ask me a different one. My first job was really not that interesting. I worked at the Nike outlet in town.
That's it. That's the whole story.
That's pretty much it.
Shoe store.
And clothing, yeah.
Actually, it reminds me, I actually worked at a shoe store for a minute, and when I was going to college in Raleigh, there was a shoe store in the mall called Athletic Attic. And I worked there for a little bit. It was a week I worked there, and the boss was a dick, and he was mean. And I would go try. It's a huge warehouse in the attic where all these shoes are, and they all look the same to me. And I'm like, I don't know which one. And it took me forever to find a pair of shoes, and there'd be just people waiting around. Probably, but I couldn't comprehend this. And so it took me forever to come down with shoes, and he would just bitch me out in front of people. And I was like, well, I'm going to quit, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to make sure I mess his day up.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't. I walked in one day, it was a Friday. I was dressed in the outfit. I go, paycheck's here? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm here a little early. I'm going to go ahead and just take this and take it on down to the bank, and I'll be right back. He's like, well, you got 10 minutes. I go, don't worry about it. Never came back. Didn't call, great. Nothing. Mm-hmm. But that was a shoe story. I want to know, here's your personal question, Sarah Tiana.
Okay.
Your first kiss, what was it like? Was it good? How old were you? Where did it happen? What was she like?
I was in 8th grade.
Okay.
And it was at the Martin Triple Theater, which is the movie theater in my hometown.
Okay.
And
Martin Triple Theater.
Yeah.
Three screens, I'm guessing.
Yes,
3 screens.
The Martin Triple. Mm-hmm. And man, I think his name was Ryan. And I just remember it was not good. Like, I was just
yeah.
I mean,
Did
was
he
just
come at you?
so much tongue. Like, so much tongue.
Oh, big old French kiss.
Yeah, and I compared him to, like, a lizard when my friends asked, and then he got, like, that reputation at school, and I
that devastated
did not mean
him.
to do that. But I was just, like, people asked, and I just always told that, like, if you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Right, I'm going to answer the question.
Yeah. And to where it got me in trouble a lot when I was growing up. I mean, I think that's probably why I got bullied on the bus. Because I always, the principal asked the question. He's like, who has stereos on this bus? I'm like, that guy does
right there. It's in his pocket.
He asked me.
Yeah.
So that's when that guy I used to bring a baton to school every day.
A baton?
Yeah.
Was that what you did? Were you a baton twirler?
No, I did not know how to twirl it.
Did you dabble in magic?
No. It was a gold baton with little red ends, and I just always wanted to learn how to twirl the baton, so I would just carry it around
just in case.
and twist it in my hand, but I didn't know how to.
You couldn't twirl it, you just did like that.
So the guys on the bus, like, they hated me, and they would take the baton and hold me against the seat with it. I know. I get little bruises.
The guys that do that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They were bigger than me. I mean, I always felt like they were in, like, 12th grade, but they were probably just in 5th.
The guy that you kissed, your first kiss,
Ryan.
what was it? Ryan.
I think that was his name.
What does he do now? Do you know where he's at?
No, I
what
never
his
saw
life
him.
is like?
I never saw him after middle
school. Do you remember his last
He probably
name?
quit school after.
He may have hung himself. Ryan, I hope you're still alive if you're out there.
Yeah.
Do you think he remembers this kiss? Probably it's devastating if he's a lizard, like a flea stack of a human being.
He turned into a lizard. That's what he does now. He's
all right.
He lives on a golf course in Hickory, North Carolina.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I've seen him. Oh, he's amazing. He's always like going Aflac.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's the duck. Never mind.
It's okay.
But there is a lizard too.
But yeah, I don't know why.
Why lizard? Was his tongue scaly?
I don't know. I never kissed a lizard. I guess it was just like, it felt like sharp, and it would just stick, he would just like stick me.
They just cram it down your mouth?
Yeah. To where I was like, whoa.
How long do you think this kiss lasted? Was it a good just 5 seconds.
It's probably a good bit.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah. That's the first time that someone had
we
a
at the
tongue in your
movies
mouth.
together by ourselves. Like
Was it in the theater?
Yeah. It was in the
Was
back.
it before the movie started? Was it,
Probably.
I wonder, do you remember the movie at all?
No.
Like, I'm curious.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't anything. It had to be something PG enough for us to
I wish we could contact him. I'd like to interview him, see what he. I want to hear his side of this.
Oh, I would not want to hear his side. Do you remember your first kiss?
First French kiss. Yeah.
Okay.
Karen. No. Fulbright. No.
Ryan.
Campbell. Something Campbell. Anita Campbell, I think. Yeah. I remember.
Tevin Campbell.
Yeah. But I remember the tongue feeling weird to me because I never felt that before. Because it's got the little taste buds on it. So it's kind of like sandpaper in a weird way. And I'm like, as I'm doing, I'm like, oh,
maybe
this is a different
had something
feeling.
hot that day.
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought maybe you thought he was like a lizard because of the taste buds are like scales.
I don't really remember tasting his taste buds.
Can you taste buds?
I don't know.
I wonder what they taste like.
I don't know.
Well, okay. So I'd like to, put that down on the list. We're going to contact Ryan at some point and figure out.
Yeah, put that on the list.
Put that on the list.
Sure. We don't know who we're talking to right now.
Typing it into. I'm telling our listeners to remember to ask us that on at Sarah Tiana on Twitter or at Jon Reep, JONREEP. So far, we're off to a running start.
We really are. We're really killing the podcast.
How do you think this is going?
I think it's fine. I don't know. You're more. You're better at podcasts than me. This is my first time ever doing it.
That's like saying a guy who's been married 3 times is better at marriage. Is he?
Well,
he's good at divorce.
Man, I've always wanted to be a second wife.
Yeah.
Like just a guy that's already been through it. That's like now he knows what he doesn't want.
Right.
To me, that's more
important.
That's
good. I'm gonna sell that like that for the next girl for me. That's actually it's pretty good. Or not the second wife at the same time. You don't want to be like a weird Mormon family.
Right.
Yeah. Well, this is a segment that I think we're going to try and do a lot. Mm-hmm. And my mother is going to review movies. My mama's name is Betty.
Right.
Now we can come up with a good name for this. My dad calls her Betty Boo.
Okay.
So I could call it Betty Boo's Movie Reviews.
Oh, Betty's Boovie Reviews.
Boovie Reviews. Because she hates all of them.
Yeah. She doesn't like boo. So Boovie Reviews, I think is cool.
Betty's Boovie Reviews. That's interesting. So we're going to have her call in. I'll just text her this number. This might take a while. I should probably just call her. And have her review a movie. Now, my mom is in Hickory, North Carolina. And
you said that her and your dad, and your dad's name is?
David.
Yeah, so Betty and David, every Tuesday, they go to the movies.
That's right.
And so when Jon and I were talking about doing this podcast, I was saying I'd like to have movie reviews, but done by someone who's not a professional, but does see a lot of movies. And you said, oh, she sees so many movies. So
she does. Hey, Mama, don't start talking yet. I want to give you a phone number.
Actually, just plug her in. Oh, you can plug her in.
Oh, I can plug her into this thing?
Plug her in?
Here we go. Yeah. But I'm going to need that thing, too.
You going to need this thing?
Yeah. Hang on, Mama.
Oh, man.
This
She's
is great.
So,
I
have
love
you ever
technology.
made her hang on before?
All right. Are you there?
Oh, man.
Let's see here. Does this work? Can you hear her?
I can't hear.
Mama?
Are you there? Are you okay?
Where'd you go? Well, this ain't working. I'll just have her call in. All right.
Okay.
All right, Mom.
We can just
I'm going to text you a phone number, okay?
We'll cut this out.
And then I want you to call this number, all right? Okay, bye. All right. Yeah, are you pausing? All right, good.
That's fine.
I'll just...
But you
I should
said
just told her the number. I don't know why I said I'm going to text it to her. This is going to take... I'm calling it... No, I'll text her.
I mean, Sarah and Jon learning technology.
Yeah.
That could be... I mean, there's a reason we don't have a technology podcast.
Well, yeah, we should start app reviews.
Well, I would like for Betty to do other reviews.
That would be good.
And I think, I think we should have her review other podcasts.
That's funny. When me and John Heffron were doing a podcast together, we thought it'd be funny to invent a ranking, a a podcast that ranks other podcasts. So we bought the URL Podcast Ranking Association and Podcast Federation, and we gave ourselves the title of the best podcast in the world. So,
well, that would be so weird.
I hand out awards called the Potties.
The best podcast in the world, but it was ranked lower.
Yeah, right. We're third. We don't like our podcast that much.
It's like ranking religions, You're like, how do you rank?
Right.
Who's number one?
I'm hoping she calls. I mean, we just talked to her. Will it ring in my ear?
No.
I'll give you this one.
Okay.
This is our sound engineer, by the way.
Say hey, sound engineer.
Hey guys.
He's on. You're probably on a lot of these shows, huh? On this network.
What's your name again?
Aaron.
It's nice to meet you, buddy.
I'm gonna ask that 8 times. I guarantee.
Aaron, Erin.
Of course not.
No, I'm kidding. It's the double A, right?
Double A.
I like that.
R-O-N.
Double A.
A twice.
R-O-N.
All A's, baby.
All A's. Yeah, another thing John Reef ain't never got.
No. What kind of high school student were you?
I was good.
Did you make all A's?
Yeah. I got a B. I got a couple B's. So I wasn't a 4.0. I was like a 3.87 or something.
That's pretty good, though.
I graduated cum laude from college, though.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, did you get a scholarship?
Yeah, I had a bunch of scholarships. Yeah.
I'm the exact opposite of you. I went to a community college for 2 years.
Oh.
Okay, first of all, high school sees D's. Occasional
really?
B or A if it's like PE. Something easy. And then I would, so I had to go to a community college. So I went to a community college for 2 years.
CC's.
Oh, and the college is Catawba Valley Community College. So it was all CVCC. It looked very Russian. Anyway, 2 years there, C's still, and then tried to transfer to NC State. I got a 4-year degree in about 7 years.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Well, that is an honor.
So I graduated, but it took me a minute. So Mama's not calling? God Lord, Mom. Let me call her back. Oh, she's texting me.
Okay.
The 3 dots are popping.
The 3 dots.
She's thinking.
She's probably, maybe she's not near a phone, or she can't call
just
with
talk
her
to her on the phone.
cell phone. She has a cell phone?
Will not let me call this number. What is she talking about?
Does she,
What do you mean
does she
it
have
won't
long
let her?
distance plan?
Yeah, she should. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. I'm calling her back right now. I'm going to put her on speakerphone. You think this will work a little bit? We'll see.
Oh, man.
Hello.
What do you mean it won't let you call that number?
It went to Verizon and said we aren't able to make this call from this number.
Do you not have long distance, or what kind of plan do you have?
Yeah, it's Verizon.
That's weird. So, okay. Well, how do we make this work then? Can she
Well, why
put her
don't
on
you
the
just
mic?
say it right there? Yeah, just do it on the mic.
Can you hear?
Yeah, we can hear her really good.
Fine.
All right, Mama. Well, here we go. Everybody, this is Betty Reap. We'll figure this out in the future.
Hi, Betty.
Hey.
That's Sarah Tiana. She's my, we're doing this podcast together. We're calling it Fried. And,
Okay.
and they're going to come out on Fridays. But anyway, you're going to be a segment. And I know you and Dad, you go to movies on Tuesdays, right?
Yes, we're going to the movies as soon as we finish talking today.
Oh, nice. What are you going to go see?
Tonight we're going to go see In Our Hands, The Battle for Jerusalem
Okay. Where's that playing?
at Carmack or AMC now.
Right.
Oh, they changed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The AMC's taking over everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Do you know what AMC stands for, Mom?
American Movie Corporation, I guess.
I'd believe that one. Do you know, I went bowling in Hickory, and the bowling is AMF. Do you know what AMF stands for?
American Machine Foundry.
Factory.
Wow.
So close.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, most people don't. They used to make all kinds of stuff, cars, lawnmowers, and they just, I guess the bowling thing took off. All right, so what movie are we talking about today?
Okay, we didn't go last week because there wasn't anything on we wanted to see. But 2 weeks ago, we went to see Everything.
Right.
Everything.
Twice. That's a little redundant, isn't it? Everything. No, everything.
Everything.
And what? Tell us about that. I've never heard of that movie.
It's about this 17-year-old beautiful black girl and her mother, who is a doctor, and they live in this beautiful house. And years earlier, they had lost the husband, dad, and son, brother, to a car accident.
Oh.
Husband, dad, son, brother?
And it was
All of them? Wait, say that. What was that last part? Who died?
Husband,
the father and the son.
Okay.
Okay.
He died.
Yes. And she had been getting sick a lot and in and out of the doctors. And so after the father and son died, she had never, that she could ever remember, been out of her house. She'd always been in sort of like a bubble, which the house was her bubble. You had to be de-germed as soon as you walked in their front door. You were de-germed, and before you can go in and see her and everything.
So
anyway,
this is a comedy.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. And she was the only entertainment she had was her nurse, who stayed with her until the mother got home from work, and the internet. And it was getting harder and harder for her to remember her dad and her brother, and she was sad a lot of the times, and of course she was lonely.
Even with the internet.
Yeah, I mean that's. Well, so why do they call it everything? Why is it called everything?
Well, maybe
after
Daddy'll
I tell
find.
you the story, you can. There's two ways you can take it.
All right, let's go.
Okay. After they just celebrated her 17th birthday, they had some new neighbors to move in. It was a mother and father who fought all the time, and a son and a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple days after they moved in, they went to, well, he had noticed this girl from his bedroom window, and they waved at each other. And so the next day they came over with a cake to introduce themselves. And he said, "Is your daughter at home?" And she said no, and shut the door.
Ooh.
And
in your face.
so the boy already knew that she was there. But the next day they waved at each other again and just sort of started talking, reading each other's lips. And he found out that she was sick and she couldn't come outside. Well, this nurse knew from the way her attitude had changed and everything, that she had met this boy and really liked him, and she wanted him to be able to come into the house so they could really see each other. So she arranged for that to happen without the mother knowing, and of course he had to be de-germed, and he sat at one end of the room and she sat at the other, and they talked and they really clicked, and they exchanged emails, and so they talked by email every day. And so one day she decided she was going to sneak out of the house. And so she went over to see him when he came out. And he said, "What are you doing out here?" And she said, "I just had to see what it smelled like out here and everything." So he made her go back. And then she got on the internet and found out that she could order her own credit card.
Oh, boy.
And had a credit limit of like $5,000, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so she ordered, and he had told her, he said, "Well, what one thing would you want to do if you could go outside your house?" She said, "I want to see the beach." And then he told her about how beautiful Hawaii was.
Mm-hmm.
And he noticed from all her pictures that she had some pictures of Hawaii. And he said the water is just crystal clear and it's just absolutely beautiful. You can do so much. So she put 2 tickets for them to fly to Hawaii, and they got a really nice room.
Nice, living it up, maxing that credit card out.
Huh?
I said she was going to max out that credit card.
Yes. And so they had several fabulous days of snorkeling and learning to swim and hikes and sightseeing, and then she got sick. So he had to take her to the hospital in Hawaii, and they ran all kinds of tests and everything. The boy got afraid, so he called home. And then the next thing you know, she was waking up in the hospital, and the mother was there, and the boy had already been sent home. And the mother said, she said, "I'm sorry, Mama, I should have listened to you." And the mother said, "Well, that's okay. We're going to get you back home, and everything's going to be okay." So the next week, they're at home, and she received a call from a doctor in Hawaii telling her about her results and everything. And she said, I know. I have some type of immune deficiency disorder, and I can't go outside anymore, and I'm going to die if I do." And he said, "No, that's not it at all. I found no signs of you being that sick. You just got a virus."
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And so she confronts her mother that night when she comes home, and the mother confesses that, she had lost so much when she lost her husband and her son, and she didn't
Wow.
want to face losing her one day.
So she lied.
Didn't let her get exposed to going to school and meeting friends and
Wow.
falling in love and leaving home. So, if the mother lost everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Husband
There we go.
lost
There we
Now
go.
her daughter, because the daughter packed up and left, and I think she went to New York to start a life of her own. And
Wow. And now the mother, she was living with her mother, right?
yeah, she
Now she has nothing.
nothing. She lost everything.
Oh, she did. Okay. Wow.
And the girl has everything now. She
Okay.
gets to go where she wants to go. She gets to.
So she didn't need to be de-germed at all.
No.
Well, I wonder what kind of stuff they were using for the de-germing process. Probably just some like Wix air freshener.
She was giving her injections all the time. I don't know.
Oh gosh. Is this a true story?
12 or what? Yeah, all kinds of medicine and everything.
Is it a true story, Mom?
No, it wasn't a true story.
Oh. Well, someone's a good writer.
Well, what did you think about it? What's our review?
Yeah, tell us did you like it? 2 thumbs up, whatever. We'll figure out something for Betty to have her own like thumb up or thumb down type of situation.
Okay, I would say 4 thumbs up.
4 thumbs.
Thumbs down because,
Wait a minute.
5 thumbs
You're telling
down.
me you've got 4 thumbs?
well, okay, 2 thumbs. Well, I don't know.
You said 5 thumbs down and 4 thumbs up.
There you go.
Okay.
Anyway, it was good in that the girl finally got to be out from under her mother's control and experience life, but it was sad that her mother lost everything.
That's right. So, did you like this movie? I can't. I'm still. Do you like this movie or not?
Yes, I liked it.
And would you recommend others to go see it?
Yes.
All right. Very good. All right. So there you go. Betty Boo's movie reviews.
Yay, Betty!
Okay.
That's your first one. We're going to try and do this every week.
So you go see movies that you don't even want to see.
Yeah, go. That's right. We should make it.
That you don't
You
like.
should go see movies that you would never watch, and then come back and tell us about it.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's one. You can do that.
You're not going to like that one?
Captain Underpants is on. I don't want to see that.
You want to see that? Is that next on the dot? Is that what y'all are going to see tonight? Oh, no, you said the
I
Jerusalem.
live with Captain Underpants.
That's David Reap. That's my dad. He's Captain Underpants.
Oh, he is.
Well, there's a movie coming out called Captain Underpants.
Yes, I know.
But
It's
he's
already
also
out.
happened to be. He.
What's her favorite movie this year? Does she have a favorite?
This year,
Yeah.
oh God, what was the name of that soldier that didn't want to carry arms? And
Hacksaw Ridge.
What?
Hacksaw Ridge.
Yes, that was the best movie.
Yeah, I saw that one. It's pretty good. The
What's
fight
the
scenes
worst?
are amazing.
And Fences was good, and what was the one about the
Fences.
black women that worked in the air?
Oh,
Figures.
Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures.
What about the
Figures, that was
worst?
good.
What's the one that you hated the most? Don't say Into the Storm, because your son's in that one.
No.
This year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
The one,
What's Dad doing in the background?
he is eating cottage cheese and peaches.
Of course he is. Tell him to quiet down. I can hear the bowl clinking around back there. So there's got to be one that you don't like. Maybe we'll get that on the next movie review. So the next time, how about this? You'll review whatever you saw, and then you can try to think of something that you didn't like, and we'll go from there. How's that?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, Betty.
Thanks, Mama.
You're welcome.
We'll figure out the phone the phone situation next time. All right. I love you too. Bye. There you go.
That felt like a book report.
I told her to be
mean,
ready. I didn't know she was
spoiler
going to be that
alert.
ready. Yeah. Spoiler alert number 1. Number 2, Aaron, is there a way you think we could maybe just speed up the audio to that for when this comes out? So they're actually it just goes a little quicker.
Oh, no, I thought it was great.
It was great, but I'm like,
Well, I don't know what it was about, so I was
never
kind
heard
of
of it.
excited to hear what it was about. It sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
they're going to, I think, Are they going to some weird independent theater?
It sounds like it. Does Hickory have a independent movie theater?
No, I don't know why they picked
Down at the
The
Carmike.
Fight for Jerusalem. Never heard of that one either. It's coming out. They're going to see these weird art house movies. Man, my parents are so eclectic.
No wonder they ain't never seen any of your movies.
Yeah, that's right. They're like, well, we don't normally go see dumb things. We like real stories.
I already got a Captain Underpants at home.
That was good.
I don't need to go into the
I
store.
live with Captain Underpants. He's eating cottage cheese and peaches. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, well, at some point we'll get my dad in there, too, in the mix. He
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
sound as my dad. I make fun of my dad all the time in my act. Mm-hmm. So he goes out of his way to not sound stupid. You know what I mean? So he'll like, everything's fine. Mm-hmm. How are you? You know, because he knows it's coming.
He sounds highfalutin.
Well,
when
he
he's
tries
talking,
to. Yeah.
Oh, to other people. Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
So your parents do come to your shows?
Sometimes.
Yeah, my parents come to mine.
If it's close by.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. It
yeah.
can't be far.
No. The older they get, the harder it is for them to show up, you know.
Yeah.
And my dad knows he's going to get roasted every time, so.
See, my dad looks forward to it.
Do you roast your dad?
No.
Oh, just to your shows?
I just have a couple of jokes about him, but he just died.
Yeah.
You know, my dad thinks he's the funny one.
Yeah.
You know, which is, my dad is notorious for telling a setup, not a punchline. He'd be like, I think they should make Michael Jackson black again, and then he'll just bust out laughing.
Oh, that's a unique way of telling jokes. Just get it all out. The punchline is also the setup.
And my mom's just standing there rolling her eyes, you
That's
know.
funny.
And but my mom is the funny one. My mom is very she'll just say things under her breath.
Yeah.
You know, she's just kind of sarcastic.
Uh-huh.
Very
Okay.
sarcastic, I should say. Like my dad would come home and me and my sister be watching TV and be like, gosh, turn that down. So loud. And my mom would come home and be like, you know what, girls? I think it is so great that y'all have the volume up so loud because our neighbors, they can't afford cable. And it's so great. I think
funny.
if you could turn it up a little bit louder because there's a couple more neighbors down the road. They're a little bit further. And we're like, oh, okay, Mom.
Fine. We get it, Mom.
We get it.
That
you
is
know?
hilarious.
So she was just always, she's, very much the funny one.
Yes.
And she makes the cat bandanas, so I have
She
to
makes
tell her
what?
I love her the most.
She makes bandanas for the cat?
No, so I sell cat bandanas and dog bow ties at my shows.
Oh,
That's what I
nice.
sell. My
Okay.
mom is a seamstress, so she's the one that makes them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanna
I'm the
get
heir
one.
to catbandana.com. Did you not know that?
I did not know that. I want to own one. I don't have a cat, but I will
Oh.
have the bandana.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think you should definitely have
We should
one.
exchange merch. That should be a thing that we do.
Yeah, merch.
This segment is, what new merch do you have? And can I have it?
Yeah, sure. Give it to me.
I sell these little hats.
Yeah, no, I like those.
We'll put that up on the, we'll put a link to that. It's at johnreap.com. Just click on the store.
Yeah.
You can get you one. And then we'll go to your website and get a cat bandana. So we have another segment we're going to do, right?
Well, our last segment.
Yep. Now we're at 37 now, so this might, we're shooting for an hour, right, Aaron? He's
We're
like,
going to shoot for
don't talk to me.
45, maybe. To 45.
Oh, 45 is good.
45 is good.
There we go.
I
And
don't
if you
wanna
guys want more, if you like
overdose
these,
people.
let us know because we're very flexible. We're trying to we want to make you happy.
And if you don't like them,
keep it
just
to
send
yourself.
all those to John Heffron.
There you go.
He's very chill about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I just talked to Betty Reap, who is in Hickory, North Carolina. That's where I
Hickory.
grew up. Mm-hmm. Hickory, well, it's kind of famous. It used to be the furniture capital of the world.
Oh.
It used to be it is home to Winston Cup champion Dale Jarrett.
Oh, is that who the famous person from your town?
And the pig from Green Acres.
Are they related at all?
That last one's not
Dale
true.
Okay.
But it's very believable. And sometimes I'll say that as a joke on radio stations, when I'm doing local
I
press.
see.
I'll go, and the pig from Green Acres. And they go, Arnold? I go, no, Ava Gabor.
Oh, that is.
So I get to call
Yeah.
her fat now.
I don't think there's anybody famous from my hometown. Bo Jackson did get stuck on our exit one time during the blizzard of '93, and he had to stay at the Holiday Inn. So that was kind of like the biggest thing that ever really
Bo
happened.
Jackson, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was during his prime, too.
Yeah, when he
93. Yeah,
was
he
playing
still real-
baseball and football.
Yeah, he had places to go.
Yeah.
So,
He's breaking bats over his knee.
yep.
That guy's amazing. So what happened to his car?
He was on a bus, I think.
And the bus broke down?
It was a blizzard.
Oh, a
so
blizzard,
He couldn't
that's
go
what you said.
anywhere. Yeah.
Wow.
So he had to stay at the Holiday Inn, and I think.
Did you get the bow room?
Yeah,
If you go to the
I think
Holiday
it's
Inn?
still there's like a plaque there or something. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, what town are you from?
Calhoun, Georgia.
Calhoun,
Yeah,
Georgia.
we have a Nike outlet.
That was your first job?
That's where I worked. Yeah.
Well, in Hickory, we have a newspaper. It's called the Hickory Daily Record.
Oh, the Daily Record.
It's the
Does it come out daily?
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Yeah, there's lots happening in Hickory.
See, the Calhoun Times only comes out twice a week. I think.
Man, I bet Hickory. I make it sound tiny, but it's actually not that small. I mean, it's a city technically.
My town has grown a lot since we moved there. I mean, it was like there's like 12,000 people when we first moved there. I think there's probably like 60 now.
Yeah, I think we're up to about maybe. I think we're up to maybe 100.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
There was a
Small
road that
city.
opened up. They built this new road a while back now, but
Mm-hmm.
like that went straight from Charlotte pretty much to Hickory, and then the property people just started pouring out of Charlotte to live cheaper in Hickory, and so that's kind of what happened. But so I'm gonna read. We're gonna do a little a news story. Hometown news. We're gonna get
Hometown
some
news.
theme songs and all these little segments one of these days.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's
That was it.
Lock that down. Well, I didn't know you brought that horn with you.
Yeah, thanks.
Where'd you get that?
No, I'm very musical. I know how to. I don't know how to twirl a baton, but I do know how to play the mouth horn.
Is there a picture of you with this baton somewhere?
No, thank
Nowhere?
God. I don't think so.
All right.
Maybe.
If you find it, that's a Throwback Thursday.
Okay.
You got to put that up. All right, so here's a story I want to read to everybody. This happened in Hickory, North Carolina. Well, it's in the Hickory Daily Record newspaper. So here we go. Police charge Lincolnton woman with stealing lotto tickets.
Now, where's Lincolnton?
It's the
Town over.
town next door, pretty much. And here's the picture. That's the lady who got caught.
That's a lady?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, man.
I'm happy you said it.
Yeah, that does not look like a lady.
What bathroom do you think she goes
I
to?
have no idea.
In North Carolina, this is a hot topic.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think she's the reason the NBA All-Star game isn't there.
Well, here's the story. Cherryville is a town. Okay.
So Cherryville and Lincoln?
Yeah, Cherryville is like a neighborhoody, smaller town within Lincolnton, sort of. Does that make any sense? Like Studio City's in L.A.?
I see. Okay. In the county.
Right. So here we go. A Cherryville store reported missing lottery tickets during a routine audit of records, according to the press release Monday from the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. Jennifer Michelle Taylor, 35, of Lincoln, an employee at the store Handy Corner.
Handy Corner.
That's the name of the...
I mean, and she has 3 female names: Jennifer, Michelle, and
That's
Taylor.
Right. She should be like a
At
recording
Handy
artist.
Corner?
At the Handy
That sounds
Corner.
like that was your nickname in high school.
Yeah. Where's Reap? He's over at the Handy Corner giving out hand jobs. That's what they call it, the Handy Corner.
Yeah.
That's an odd name for a store, the Handy Corner. She was charged with one felony count of larceny by Okay, I'm reading this exactly how it's typed. I'm going to read the whole sentence again. This is going to take me a minute. Here we go. I've not read it out loud in a long time.
Oh,
Here we
man.
go. Jennifer Michelle Taylor, 35, of Lincoln, an employee at the store Handy Corner, was charged with one felony count, each of larceny by servants and other employees and possession of stolen goods, according to the release.
Servants? Who?
Right?
By servants?
Who says servants?
I mean, who says
Wow,
servants?
Handy Corner.
Do you have to ask?
Do you think... Well, I know who says it. But you don't type it.
I know, right? You just yell it into a pillow when you're angry.
That's an
you
odd
just
choice.
Shout it.
So where's the servants? That's weird.
Oh.
Detective Justin Link was able to obtain video from the store and sent a photo of the suspect to the owner of Handy Corner. The owner identified the suspect as the employee, not servant. Link interviewed Taylor, who confessed to taking the lottery tickets, according to the release.
She confessed.
She did, so that's good for her. Police arrested Taylor on Thursday and took her before a Lincoln County magistrate. That's a weird one. Taylor was placed in the Harvin A. Cruz Detention Center and then released on a $1,500 secured bond.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Did she win anything from the tickets?
I think she scratched it off and said, go to jail. Do not collect $200.
I'm always like fascinated by scratch. Like I'm a degenerate gambler.
What do you play?
I'm a slot junkie.
Yeah.
Like I could just sit at a slot machine all night. Like I'm very excited about going to Minneapolis tomorrow.
Well, is there a casino up there?
Mystic Lake is like, and they have a shuttle from the Mall of America, which is where I'm playing.
You're in. You're going.
Yeah, I'm out.
What do you have a certain like level of money? Like, are you the one to have the card? Like you stick the card in the machine and it just
I
has
usually
your credits?
put cards.
Yeah.
I usually get the card from the casino itself, just because you get points and stuff like
Right,
that.
right.
So usually I do that in Vegas or like San Manuel.
Being a
here
loyal
in
customer,
LA.
you get a free hotel room maybe.
Yeah, but you also get like free slot play
Deals,
a
okay.
lot. So anyway, yeah. So I have a game that I play all the time, which is
Do you pick a certain machine? Do you go Wheel of Fortune? Do you go...
that's the game. I played these. I like the games that have four screens at once. You can play 4 games at once.
Oh,
So
that's
I
complicated.
like Wicked Winnings and Miss Kitty. Those are the ones I like.
I like Miss Kitty.
Yeah, I like the bonuses. And my mom's the same way. My mom, we always thought my
much have
dad
you
was
won
like
doing
the
that?
degenerate gambler, but it's my mom.
That's your mom.
Yeah,
And now
she
you got it.
admitted that to me.
You're mostly like your mom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, I don't know. I'm a lot like both of them in many ways, you know, whereas, my dad's more of the drinker.
Okay, so I'm see what's going on here.
But you know what? I have like my mom can, sew and I don't know how to do that at all, but my dad is a little bit more handy. And
Yeah.
I think just living alone for so long, I'm
You got
kind of
that.
handy.
Yeah.
Just because I've had to be.
You got to go to the handy corner.
I'm telling you. I'm
Well, that's
handsy.
I gamble only when I go to Vegas. But
Oh.
I'll sit at a blackjack table and the bare minimum $5. If they have a $5 bet, that's where I'm sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, I play penny slots, but it's $2 a spin. So
What's the most you've ever won?
the most I've ever won was $2,500
Nice.
on a slot machine.
Nice.
Yeah, and but then I've lost. It always evens out.
That's right. It always evens
The
out.
house wins. But I feel like lotto tickets in the South,
Yeah.
I feel like when I first moved to LA, I started hearing people say things that I never heard before, which was, when I make it, I'm going to get a house.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get a boat,
Yeah.
But in the South, it was always, when I win the
When I
lottery,
win the lottery.
I'm going to get a
That's
boat and a
right.
jet ski. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna buy a neighborhood and I'm gonna have all my friends live there.
what would you do if you won the lottery?
I've thought about that.
Me too.
I mean, as soon as you
definitely
buy
thought
the
about it.
ticket, you're like, what is
Oh, here it goes.
What?
I've had dreams where I win it.
Yeah.
Like Powerball.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I even, in my head, I do the math with the taxes when I'm buying it. I'm like, okay, so I'll get half.
Well, the first
and
thing,
then I would need to.
right? You're doing that in your head,
Uh-huh.
and you're also thinking like, well, I don't think I'd tell everybody at first.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
probably would.
I also think-
I wouldn't get the ticket under my name. I'd build this weird corporate name, and then I'd go that way, so no one could chase me down for money.
No, see, I think if I win it, I would just put it where, like, I put it in a safe space, and then I'd just drive straight to Sacramento before I told anybody that I won. Couldn't just go straight to the
Sacramento.
lottery offices. I'm assuming that's where.
Oh, right, 'cause it's California lottery.
That would
I
be-
thought maybe you had a guy in Sacramento.
A tax guy.
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No. I would go straight there and then turn it in. And then once I'd done the paperwork, then I would tell people.
I think for me, I would want to be around water, either a lake, a river, or the ocean. That's the next house that I'm going to get one of these
Okay.
days when I win the lottery.
Okay.
That's what I would do. We're at 47 minutes, guys.
When I win.
When I win.
Okay, well, then I'll do this next segment, which,
We can save it for the next one
okay.
if you want.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying that might be smarter.
Yeah, I don't want to overdose people with our time. I think
Yeah.
I want to give people.
Well, this is the first one. I think, Aaron's shaking his head. I think he likes it. So how do we end this puppy? Do we just start playing the song again, Chicken Fried?
I think that's probably what we
Yeah.
should do.
Well,
Wait,
you go ahead and
do you
start
have
playing
the-
it, and I will. I'll talk over that. Thank you all for checking us out. I know a lot of people are just cruising over here, seeing what this Fried podcast is all about with Jon
Yeah.
and Sarah. We appreciate you doing it, and if you like it, spread the word. Tell all your friends, share it, repost it, and I hope you have a great day.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday!
Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know.